A lot of good work out here today. An uncommon full padded live practice on defense. It'll be the only one we do this week, but we thought it was important with the option that we're trying to get used to playing, that we had a day out here where the scout team would cut us and we'd have a chance to try to simulate what we're going to have to simulate on Saturday. It's very tough to do. Those first couple drives are always a learning experience, but we felt like today was a good day of work for us. Questions?
How much hitting did you do today compared to your average Wednesday?
More. Yeah, more. A little bit more on offense and a lot more on defense. Yeah, it's the only time all year since we started playing the games that we've been live during the week.
Who's running the quarterback position?
Chris Parker. Yeah, I think Chris has done a good job, and even throwing the ball, he's done a good job. So we haven't, in the past, at times, we've had to sub a guy in, which isn't always the greatest situation when you want to throw it a little bit, but he's done a good job.
You said on Monday with the injuries you weren't sure how the O-line would shake out. Any better idea now?
Well, we've got Applefield taking a lot of reps at guard. We've got a guy like Zach Heeman taking a lot of reps at guard. Tariq Cole was back at practice today, so that helped us. It'll be some combination of that going forward.
How confident do you feel in those young guys on the offensive line?
I think they're working hard. I've got confidence in them. We've got a lot invested in them this year, and we're trying to make sure we put them in good situations this week. But the one thing about playing young guys, it certainly raises their urgency level in practice when they know they're going to be out there the first snap.
How is Marcus coming along this year?
Marcus making progress. Yeah. Now, one of the hard things for him and for a lot of young guys when they're not the starter is they got to learn multiple positions, and that's always tough. So hopefully, him being able to focus a little bit more on one spot this week, that'll help him.
So would that mean Muller is taking reps at center? I don't want to.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris taking a lot of reps at center.
Okay, at this point, obviously you've played a lot of freshmen, but the early enrollees, do they feel like no longer freshmen?
Yeah, I think by the time you get to training camp, they're kind of leading the other freshmen in that class. And that starts early on just because they've got a little bit better lay of the land. They've been through spring practice, so training camp isn't as much of a shock to them as it might be to the freshmen who just got here in the summertime. And I think they're doing a good job. I think it's not always the best situation for a freshman to come in mid-year, but I think in certain circumstances it could be really valuable, and I think for some of those guys it has been.
Kyle, do you think you're coaching for your job this week?
No one said that to me. I don't think of it like that. The most important thing is we're coaching to be 1-0 this week, and that's what everybody in the program needs to be focused on.
I think you mentioned that Army has a tendency to sneak a pass in here or there, but how much of a break is this for a thinning secondary that's had to go through what they've gone through this year?
I don't think it's a break at all. They're going to have to be involved in the run fits, and they're going to have to be really disciplined because when Army does throw it, they get chunks.
Is that almost? We said break. We've said it a couple times. It's almost the opposite because they're still trying to get used to what they have to do on a regular basis, and now you're going to ask them to do something totally different.
It's the unique challenge for everybody on defense this week. I don't think that one would be exclusive to the secondary. This is a different defense than the one we play really the other 11 games of the year.
How important is Andre Hunt's role this week when you change up the defense a little bit?
No, very important. Yeah, very important. He's a guy who has a good understanding of how we play this defense. And somebody asked me on the call yesterday about Pat Kivlehan, and not in the same way, but in a similar way in terms of adding value to the defense. And he's a guy who can play in multiple spots and has a really good feel for how it's played.
Two more questions.
How do you feel about if Trophy can't go? I guess maybe Saquon will be the next guy up there.
We've got Saquon playing, we've got Najee playing. We've got a lot of guys in those spots. So it's a little bit different. It's not quite the same as just trying to replace the free safety in our base defense. So we've got some different people working there.
With PJ, any idea what you expect from PJ? Any better idea? And how, I guess, because he's missed so many games, he wanted to play a full season. How's his mindset out, having missed 2 games?
He's had really good energy out here this week, and I think PJ will be 100% on Saturday, and I'm excited to see it. Thank you.